I was up all night. I've had no sleep, but I just left the gym. So it was funny because this isn't even what I was going to talk to you about today. But I like when real life things happen so I can like share them with you, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that has sleepless nights, right? Like I know for a fact I'm not. But I wanted to kind of, and I've talked to you like kind of like, hey, this is what you do when you can't sleep. But I'm literally like, it's still Sunday to me, but it's Monday. And I'm okay with it. And today just happens to be the busiest day of my week because I have my clients all day. Then I have a group that I'm doing. So I won't even be home till around 9:30 tonight. And I'm okay with it. And I still showed up to the gym. And I want to tell you kind of like how this goes down. So I'll be 52 in like 3 weeks. My birthday is April 7th, so it's coming. And I've been through menopause since I was 45. So I started, I finished, like I was done menopause. I guess you're always postmenopausal, but like no more cycles, no anything like that at 45. I don't know. I got my cycle young, and it runs in the family. My mom got pregnant with me at 44 because she was going through the change of life, which is menopause. And so, yeah, I mean, it is early for us. So since then, and even before then, I've always kind of struggled a little bit with sleep due to my anxieties. And that's just some people sleep really good. Some people don't. I'm one of those don't people, right? So, and you've heard me say this. Number one, you don't do any social media an hour before bed at minimum. No problem. Check. I got that in the pocket. I never have to worry about that. And then if you're in bed or you wake up to go to the bathroom and you can't go back to sleep, after 20 minutes, you get out of bed. Now I got myself a little chair in my bedroom that's kind of, it's a recliner and it's a little rocker. And I have books on Audible that I listen to, but I also have it on my Kindle. And so after 20 minutes, I'm like, well, I don't want to do anything like stimulating. I don't want to, no social media. Don't grab your phone if you can't sleep. Don't start planning your day. Because usually you might go sleepy again and then go back to bed, but you have to get out of bed. So got out of bed. I got my little Kindle and I'm reading this book. I'll tell you the book when I'm done, because right now I cannot put the damn book down because it's all about murder. So if you're not into like true crime and murder stuff, you're not going to like it, but that's very relaxing to me. I don't know what that says about me, but true crime is extremely relaxing to me. So I just got my little book and I'm reading and it's quiet. I got the cat, it's just a really great time. So yeah, does my body need sleep? Absolutely. Your body is detrimental to sleep. Yes. But if I sit there and I go, oh my God, I gotta go to bed. Oh my God, I can't sleep. Oh my God, why can't I sleep? It's going to create a horrible relationship with sleep with me. Horrible. I'm going to dread even laying in bed thinking, oh God, it's going to be another sleepless night. You don't do that. My body will probably get some sleep tonight. If not tonight, probably tomorrow. Not going to stress it. You don't worry about it. And then of course, I'm not really tired because now I'm kind of on adrenaline, the cortisol has released, adrenaline has released. Like I said, I have a full day today, but my Monday, this is Monday, when I'm recording it. I don't know when you're watching it, but on my Monday, I try to go to the gym and do my leg day and I do my steps and I do all of that stuff. Yeah. Did I really want to do it today? No, but that's where my self-discipline comes in, because if I sit all day and go, oh my God, I'm so tired. Oh my God, I'm miserable. Why didn't I sleep? Oh my God, what if I don't sleep today? It's going to ruin everything. It's going to ruin my day. And Monday is the best day of the week because it gives you time to reset from the week prior. And so again, it's not about what you want to do. So now I didn't go as hard on the steps. I did 117 floors or something. And I tried to get closer to 150, 130, 150. I did a little lighter, but I still went pretty hard on the legs. And, I'll do a little bit lighter fare eating. I'll have a little bit more water. I'm really good with my adrenal fatigue. And you guys know I studied holistic medicines. I believe in pharmaceutical medicines too, though. So I know when my body hasn't recovered, my liver hasn't really depleted because I didn't get sleep in order for it to restore. And I know these things. So you have to understand it's okay. Don't fight that sleep though. Because when you're sitting there and you're in that space of fighting sleep, and like I said, you're going to dread it. It's going to create more and more anxiety. So you have to be able to show up with yourself. And this is where the self-discipline comes in. It's not about motivation. Motivation is not real. It does not exist. You might be inspired. I like the word inspired. Are you inspired? I might not be inspired, but you do it anyway. Your self-discipline doesn't care what you want, doesn't care what no, it is well, this is what you said, you promised yourself. And I'm doing this for my tomorrow self. I'm not doing this for my sleepy Monday self. No, I'm not doing it for today's Lori. I'm doing it for tomorrow's Lori and the week after Lori. I'm doing it because I deserve to show up for myself regardless. like I said, I tweak a few things, right? I might not go quite as hard. I might eat a little lighter so my body doesn't have to work to digest things. And, so you kind of, you just kind of tweak it for the day. And then, like I said, I have a group later on tonight. Once I get done the group, I'll come home. I don't go right to sleep. I'm not like, oh my God, I'm home. It's 9 going to bed. I can't. No. My body doesn't even sleep 8 hours. So if I go to bed at 9 o'clock, I'm getting up at like 4:30, and that is just not my jam, right? So I'll still stay up till 10 or 11. And, I'll try to go to sleep. I won't try. I'll go lay in bed. I'll read my book. If I get tired, I'll go to sleep. And if not, I'll get up and I'll do it all over again. Your body will eventually, you don't fight that, because when you do that, it's going to create this enormous anxiety. Like I said, you're going to have problematic sleep. You're going to go, oh my God, how can I get through the day? Because what you don't do is go, I haven't had any sleep, and then go, the day is going to suck. Oh my God, how am I going to get through the day? Oh my God, my day is horrible. Oh my God, clutch my pearls. Like, you can't do that, because you just show up for yourself like you would if you had a full 8-hour sleep. Yes, it's going to be a little bit harder, but this is where you hear me say, how are you going to show up for yourself when it isn't easy? Well, it's easy to show up for yourself if you've had 8 hours of restful sleep. You're going to be like, oh my God, sunshine and roses. I can do anything I want. But that's great. And I'm happy that you show up for yourself then. But how are you going to show up for yourself when you're like, oh boy, it's going to be a little rough one. But you know what? I'm showing up for me because I deserve to show up for myself. That is where you get your self-confidence. That is where your self-discipline lives, right? Because think about that. If you're in a great mood and everything, all of a sudden you bang out things, you're like, oh my God, I'm so productive today. It's amazing. Well, yeah, and that's great. You should celebrate that. We like that. But again, it's also, how are you showing up for yourself when you don't feel like it? Because here's the deal. You're not lying to anyone. You're not getting over on anyone by saying, oh yeah, I did that, but you didn't really do it. You're not getting over on anybody. You're not winning a game. You're not like, oh, I'm so much smarter. You're not, because your goals are yours. So if you're not doing the steps to get there, that's fine. Let's evaluate where that struggle is, right? Because maybe you're in a severe depression. That's fine. Let's just do little baby steps. Let's get you up and functional. Let's brush your teeth. Let's go to the bathroom. Let's take a shower, right? So yes, you do that. But remember, no one really cares if you're making your goals or not. No one cares if you're showing up for yourself more than you ever will. And you got to know that you can do that. That's where we develop the self-strength. That's where we develop, and it's a boundary with yourself, right? We talk a lot about boundaries with other people, but what about yourself? Like, how are you holding your boundaries to yourself? And your boundaries are like, how are you showing up for yourself? So you show up, and like I said, I'll drink a little bit more water today. Like I said, I'll have a little lighter fare in eating today, like a lot more liquids and stuff like that, because it's just easier on your digestion. You know that, and my journals are good. Oh yeah, that's another thing that you do when you get up in the middle of the night. Just data dump anything that's on your mind, or even do your gratitude journal at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Turn on a light. Like, I turn on my light. I can't write in the dark. Right? Now my Kindle has that light, backlight, so I could do that. But if I'm writing, I would need to turn on my light. But don't do blue lights, don't turn on TVs, don't do stuff like that. So it's just important, I think, for you to understand that you deserve to show up for you. You know how you get so caught up in everybody else showing up for you? I'm telling you, it is so much more rewarding when you show up for you. It really is, because this is part of inner child work. This is part of showing up for yourself. Because remember, a lot of times people in your life never showed up for you. So you never really had the knowledge or tools to show up for you. But if you're not holding yourself to a standard and a love, because it's respect, it's self-respect, it's self-love for you to be kind to yourself, even when you're having those days and maybe weeks of not sleeping. It's a cycle. And if you fight the cycle's going to continue, much like an anxiety attack. If you fight it, it's going to keep going and going and going and going until whenever. But if you just embrace it and you're kind and you show compassion to your body, you still do your breathing exercises, you can take a bath, and if you get tired, you go back to sleep. I didn't get tired. I mean, I was kind of tired, but not enough that I knew if I went to lay back, like if I was going to stay in bed, it was going to be that clock watch thing where I'd just be back. So I know my body. You got to know your body. Don't fight your body. Give respect and compassion to your body. But yeah, insomnia is a thing. Yeah. Could it be if you have a lot of thinking on your mind? Yes. That's why you use your data dump journal. Could it be hormonal? And I had it long before. So it's not like I need to take all these supplements to sleep. And I even did my edible last night and didn't go to sleep. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, my body was just like, you know what? You did a lot of work this week. And you would think all of the work that I did with my desk this weekend, like refinish it again and stuff, I'd be super tired. But I think I was just kind of proud of myself and geared up, and I was kind of celebrating myself. So be kind to yourself. Don't fight sleep, but show up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it.